Hi Jody, this is Ron. I'm going to give you a quick boost on the large small program to help you out. So this is the data file that's given to students that has some of the code in it. You'll notice there are two declared variables so far. That's not enough. Okay, you're declaring the largest value as an integer and then the smallest value as an integer. Okay, because that's what the program needs to output, largest and smallest. But you also need to declare the first, second, and third numbers. So I'm going to show you right here what needs to be declared. I'll tab over. Okay, so you need to declare first, second, and third numbers because there's three numbers, and in the exercise, it asks that you apply -50 to the first one, 53 to the second one, and 78 to the third. But it really doesn't matter what those numbers are. It should output the largest and smallest no matter what the numbers are. So, and that's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to change those three numbers to any variety of numbers, and it should still output the largest and smallest no matter what they are. Okay, so you also have to consider that you need to compare the first and second number, and you also need to compare between the second and third number to find the highest and lowest. So you still have some more variables to declare. So the way I think makes the most sense to set it up is to declare another series of variables here called big one, small one. That's the difference between the first number and the second number. And then big 2 and small 2. That's the difference between the second number and the third number. So once you've decided which number is highest and lowest between those two decisions, then you can come up with the code to answer it. So now you need to give each one of those three a value. So I could have said dim first number as integer and give it a value, but I'm going to give it another value down here. So where it says this is the work done in the detail loop, okay? So I'm going to take those three numbers with their values, with their current values, all right, and paste them here. Okay, so now I can change these numbers to anything, and the program is still going to output it the way it should. In other words, it'll output the first. So if I changed the first number to 2,000, let's say, and the second number to 0, and the third number to 1,000. So the lowest number is 0, so second number would be lowest, and first number would be 2,000. That would be the highest. Okay, so the output is complete. This information right here is already done for you, so you don't have to do anything there. The only other information you need to put is in the end of job. So I'm going to ask you to. I don't want to give you the entire program, so I'm going to ask you to try and figure out, according to all of these variables, what you think the code would be to output the the largest and smallest numbers out of these three. Okay? So let me give you one of there's actually there's actually 4 if statements. I'm going to give you the first one just to show you. Here's the first if statement. Okay? So we're comparing the first and second numbers. So if the first number is greater than the second number, then we're going to assign big 1 as the first number and small 1 as the second number. Else big 1 is the second number and small 1 is the first number. Okay, so it would be the opposite. So that's one of the if statements. If to end if. There are 1, 2, 3 more if statements that you need. Okay, and each one of the if statements contains an else statement. Am I correct there? Yes. Each one of the if statements, the other 3 if statements, contains an else statement as well. Then, once those are correct, you'll have the output largest and smallest here, and your program will be finished. So I don't want to give you any more than that because I feel like I'd be giving you too much. So I think I've given you a basis to get started on. You don't need to declare any additional variables than these. These are all the variables you need. Okay? The detail loop is this. And don't forget, like I said, I'll be changing these numbers around. And the if, else, and statement, here's one of them, and you need 3 more. Okay? So give it a shot, see what you come up with. Good luck.